Let's talk about research aims and objectives. I've named this video The Difference, and it's part 1 of part 5. In most cases, students they talk about research aims and objectives as if it's one component, but it's actually it's two different components often all together, and they actually serve different purposes. So it's very important for you to understand them and their purposes. So let's talk about research aims. They are broad statements describing overall studies objectives, and they are very general, or they provide a general direction of your study, and they are also written in abstract manner or in abstract term. Then the objectives is actually the direct opposite of aims. Objectives are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable goals that you aim to accomplish within a specified time. And normally when we talk about such objective, we normally talk about the SMART principle, which we're going to discuss in the coming slides. And the most important thing about the objective is to break down the research aim. So we have got a research aim. Normally in a study, it's normally one, and the research aim normally shape the title of the study. So you just need to bear in mind that. So the objective, they break down that aim into smaller components or manageable components and provide a clear picture of what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. Let's talk about research aims and objectives side by side. We said here, research aims, these are general statements that describe the overall purpose of the research. In terms of focus, big picture goals of the research. In terms of scope, broad in scope, and provide a general direction for the research. And the context, it's very abstract and theoretical. So when you're talking of aims, they are very abstract and they are very theoretical. Then objective, they are very specific, they are very measurable, time-bound, and statements that describe step-by-step or tasks that needs to be accomplished to achieve the research aims. And specific research tasks or activities that must be carried out to achieve those goals. And in terms of scope, these are narrow in scope and provide specific detail about the research. Then they are also very concrete and operational in terms of the context. In other words, we are saying after reading the objective, you should be able to have something that is concrete of how the study is going to be investigated. Then the importance of a well-defined aims. It's not only about having the aims and objective of a study, but it's very important for you to make sure that you have got well-defined aims and objectives. And why do we emphasize that? Because well-defined aims and objectives, first, they provide direction for your study. So if you have got a well-defined aims and objectives, then you are clear, you have got a clear picture of what you need to do when you go out there to collect data or when you go out there to investigate. So it's very important for you to make sure that you have got a clear aims. Also, clear aims and objectives, they also guide you into selecting or into come out with a sound or a most appropriate or a scientific research design. So if you don't have that, you know that the research design is going to be a challenge. You don't know what tools to bring in, or what designs, or what data collection tools to select, or which people to sample for you to be able to collect your data. So it's very important for you to make sure that you have got well-defined aims and objective. And also they help you to allocate your resources. Don't forget that as masters and doctoral student, most of you are funding yourself and you don't have enough resources. So if you have got well-defined objective, it will actually help you to allocate your resources efficiently and also productively. Then they will also assist you in evaluation. Don't forget that. And most students, they don't do that. They don't evaluate their work before they send it to the examiner. They just write and send to the examiner. You need to evaluate your work. And only when you have got well-defined aims and objectives, you'll be able to do this process so effectively. then also it enhances your communication. Don't forget that when we are doing our study, we are communicating our findings to other people. We are communicating our work to our examiners. So it's very important for you to be able to communicate it. So a well-defined aims and objectives will help you to communicate what you want to do and how you are going to do it to whoever is interested in your study. Yes, let's meet again in part 2 on the research aims and objectives. Thank you.